You know, last time we talked, it was the height of the pandemic, late May, June, and back then you had said you wanted to reopen the venue as soon as we didn't have social distancing measures. You were really optimistic about the idea of the ring reopening. So what changed between then and now that you've decided to close it permanently?
Yeah, thanks, Dani. So I think it's important to emphasize that we are still very happy to reopen the ring if the pandemic situation is able to be resolved in the next few months. So in no way does putting out a discussion paper yesterday undermine that commitment that as and when it's healthy and safe for our dealers and broader society to get back into the ring, we're very happy to reopen it. We've got our team keeping the ring ready to reopen. But at the same time, this period of electronic pricing, which has been forced upon us by the pandemic, means that we've been able to collect 10 months of data on electronic pricing. And we think that that data shows that electronic pricing has been really successful. So we also felt it was the right thing to do to put out a paper and say, here's what we think, and now let's have a conversation with our market about the longer term future of the ring.
What is that threshold then, Matt, that you say, okay, it's been closed for X number of months, let's go ahead and move permanently to electronic trading?
Well, like I say, so the paper has come out, and we're going to be collecting feedback until the end of March. And I imagine that we and our board will make a decision, a final decision, in April. So, you know, it's possible if the vaccination programs go well that we may be able to reopen before April. But I think come April, we'll be in a position to give our view on the long-term future of the ring. And of course, at that point, if we say that we've decided the ring is going to close, then we probably wouldn't then reopen it. So that's the timing that we're looking at.
Matt, what are some of the growing pains you've experienced in the time that it has been all electronic trading? I think we have a chart that shows volumes at the LME have been falling since the ring, the floor closed. Is there a concern that if you do go to all electronic trading, that you're going to get some more traditional traders who won't be willing to make that switch to electronic?
Yeah, I think that's a question we've spent a lot of time thinking about. So, you know, clearly last year was exceptional, and certainly in the second half, pretty much all global commodity markets saw some risk off, some reduction of volumes. So certainly we don't think that the volume fall is driven purely by the ring. At the margin, maybe there's some effect, but we think it was a broader macro story. But on the flip side, we feel that moving to electronic could bring in a new cast of trading participants who are maybe more willing to trade on an electronic pricing mechanism. So yeah, we absolutely accept that at the margin, possibly there's some trades that we lose by not having the ring. But by being able to give certainty on our future direction, on if we do move to electronic as we've proposed, that we can then bring in some new participants who I think could more than make up that volume.
When we talk about new participants, Matt, I'm curious about diversity as well, because when you think about the ring, you think of loud, boisterous traders and a predominantly male-driven industry. If you do go fully electronic from now into the future, could that help promote diversity of traders as well?
Yeah, it's certainly a key priority for us. I mean, I would mention that I think we've been working very closely with our ring dealers over the past years to enhance inclusivity, enhance diversity. We came out with our code of conduct, which I think was a big step forwards in making everybody feel welcome on the LME floor. So I want to emphasize that our proposal has nothing to do with a sense that the ring is bad or that it can't embrace diversity. I believe that it can. But I do agree with you that perhaps moving to an electronic model does bring in a broader set of traders, be more diverse on gender characteristics, on international characteristics perhaps as well, and that could be a positive additional benefit of what we're proposing.